2024年嘅英國樂景傑錦標啊，參戰馬入晒閘㗎啦，隨時起步啦噃，準備。好嗱，一起步嘅時候咧，慢咗啲夾啊，獵巫行動啦。咁出得最快，旁觀者清嘅第一隻跳出嚟啦，紅衫白帽。咁啊，中間灰衫就飛航計劃，跟住出嚟喺外檔嗰邊就大石啦。然之後就記憶珍藏起鳳凰族啦，馬群中間就卓麟谷啊，近外檔嗰邊就不露聲色。旋進軌跡就尾三度啦，拍住隻獵巫行動一齊啊，包緊尾暫時就切夜行嘅。好啦，跑咗300米到啦，咁前邊咧外檔嗰邊就大石就領先少少啦，但係內檔嗰邊咧就果然就旁觀者清啊，擺喺前面啊。中間咧灰衫啊飛航計劃啦，咁啊跟住有隻記憶珍藏啦，然之後卓麟谷咧就匿咗去灰衫嘅飛航計劃嘅後邊啦，外檔嗰邊隻不露聲色亦都匿咗去大石後邊㗎，然之後咧就起鳳凰族，咁起尾嗰3隻啦就獵巫行動啦，跟住仲有旋進軌跡啦，包尾暫時仲係切夜行嘅。好啦，仲有800零米就翻到終點啦，咁前邊咧果然隻旁觀者清係都要帶出嚟多少嚇，咁啊大石咧一路走自己嘅啫，因為佢靠近外檔嗰邊嘅，咁啊中間就飛航計劃啦，然之後就卓麟谷啊，同埋咧記憶珍藏嘅，起鳳凰族都開始騎啦，咁反而外檔嗰邊隻不露聲色幾定下喎，未喐住嘅。然之後咧，仲有獵巫行動啦，咁啊旋進軌跡亦都開始擠落去㗎啦，咁包緊尾嘅切夜行咧，黐咗埋外檔嗰邊咧，開始騎上嚟啦噃。好啦，入到嚟之後400米範圍嘅時候，咦？咁啊前邊嗰隻旁觀者清越走越順喎，兩個幾百位喺前邊喎嚇，大石就褪咗落去嘅，中間上緊嚟就卓麟谷啦，咁外檔嗰邊咧就不露聲色啊，旋進軌跡、獵巫行動幾隻有啲進展嘅啫。追200米嘅時候，前面啲旁觀者清啦，走得幾遠啊，追埋近埋嚟係即卓麟谷嘅啫，外檔嗰邊上到嚟獵巫行動啊，但係隻前面嘅旁觀者清原來佢只係主力啊，咁啊睇嚟又爆啦喎！第一名旁觀者清啊，第2名就卓麟谷，第3名都輸好遠啊！獵巫行動啊，第4名咧先至係咧就旋進軌跡，兩隻熱門唔見晒。
結果香港都臨尾落飛嘅喎，21倍啊！呢隻旁觀者清。
好啦，咁啊結果今屆樂景傑錦標係爆冷嘅，由頭帶到尾啊！旁觀者清啊，卓麟谷始終冇辦法追近佢。第3名都係冷門啊！獵巫行動啊，結果旋進軌跡都係第4嘅啫。
當局者迷咯，旁觀者清咯，
兩隻冇晒。哇！真係爆得下今屆嗰啲大賽真係。
佢又走啊，都係走㗎，不過走到翻嚟啊。
走下唔見晒你哋啊！
開頭諗住卓麟谷過到佢嘅，啊越走越有啊仲。
獵巫行動都冷門嚟嘅又係。
佢都喺後邊追上嚟啊
！30倍。
佢都甩開個第3，係咪
第4？
係咪離譜啲咧？呢啲熱門。
跟住起鳳凰族，先大石。大
石啊，第6。跟
住先不露聲色。
其實不露聲色個勢唔錯。
係咯，但係騎內冇嘅
喎。
有記憶珍藏。
大石啊，暫時有好多嘢賴嘅，又啊轉咗馬房，
係有啲疑點咯，
又好地。
好啦，咁啊結果今屆嘅樂景傑錦標咧，就同之前呢1級賽都係咁啊，都係爆大冷嘅，贏馬嘅係旁觀者清。好啦，我哋睇重播。越走越順喎，兩個幾百位喺前邊喎嚇，大石就褪咗落去嘅，中間上緊嚟就卓麟谷啦，咁外檔嗰邊咧就不露聲色啊，旋進軌跡、獵巫行動幾隻有啲進展嘅啫。追200米嘅時候，前面啲旁觀者清啦，走得幾遠啊，追埋近埋嚟係即卓麟谷嘅啫，外檔嗰邊上到嚟獵巫行動啊，但係隻前面嘅旁觀者清原來佢只係主力啊，咁啊睇嚟又爆啦喎！國獎第1名旁觀者清啊，第2名就卓麟谷，第3名都輸好遠啊，獵巫行動啊，第4名咧先至係咧就旋進軌跡。
暫定賽果1路3號、10號、11號啊！再打一次。
原來邊都冇乜落過嘅啫喎，正手邊都冇打過喎。
送佢走啫。
希福尼啊，坐唔正喎，高士登主帥啊。
Like last year, he was giving himself a chance. I mean, we run him over sprinting trips at the start. Leah's done a great job on him. She rides him every single day. He was a little bit of a thug. But he's run over 7 furlongs, some great races last year, and was really staying on towards the end. So we thought this was, like even the back end, this was always going to be a starting point, but we didn't think he'd probably be good enough to beat Inspiral. But he's always threatened to have a big one in him.
Just talk us through the race. Did you slow it down in the middle part?
Well, he gave himself a breather.
Right.
You can a little bit of a passenger on him. You just let him get on with it. You try and organise him. We've learned through experience, we don't try and organise him, we let him just do what he wants. And, you know, just towards the end, he tried to kind of run around a bit, but he can go left and right, and there's no right or wrong way with him. But super talented, and you know, thanks to the Thompsons for keeping him in training.
And just quickly, I know that people will be a bit surprised by the result, given his market price. Would it be wrong to underestimate this performance, do you think?
It's his first run over a mile. And last year, at the start of the year, he would never have got a mile. He was just too like a bull in a china shop. But since we started letting him get on with it, he's come back at the winner a couple of times last year. You know, Kinross and good horses like that. So, you know, he had the good horses round him, and if he can improve over a mile, which he clearly has, then obviously there's been some nice races to win with him.
And for you, a second Group 1, what does this mean?
Everything. I'll take this day.
Well done.
Thanks.
有啦，提到希福連啊，咁啊都提到啲馬出道初期都係跑啲七花朗賽事跑得好啊，都係可能短途啊、千二千四嘅。咁但係今日問到點樣跑法啊，有冇好驚喜啊？都有嘅，真係令佢順走啦，擺喺前邊啊，都冇諗任何跑法啊，咁好順咁啊，俾佢中間睇下冇啲回氣位，但係越放越有咁，所以翻到嚟贏，可能真係1600新出路喎啊！
根本係開路先鋒嚟，講到尾，不過走到翻嚟唔斷
走順咗，走順。
即係角色係同旋進軌跡喺前面走噶嘛，即係。開住喺度步速啊！
其實係跑自己嘅。係
咯，結果越走越順。
跑馬經常都出現呢啲鏡頭㗎啦，走順咗。
咁啊，初女王安妮錦標嘅賠率都好冷嘅，67倍，睇下贏呢場咧，應該都會跌翻啲賠率㗎啦。嗱，到時又唔同啦，
形勢完全唔同㗎咯喎。
好，睇一個預計派彩啦，咁啊跑第1名1號嘅旁觀者清嘅獨贏派218個半，位置派42蚊；第2名3號卓麟谷位置派17蚊；第3名10號獵巫行動啊位置派51蚊；第4名11號嘅旋進軌跡連贏1搭3派475個半，二重彩1號3號1272蚊，三重彩啦130派12260蚊，單 T 係派2886蚊。位置 Q 1搭3 127個半，一搭10 516蚊，三搭10 137個半。4連環1、3、10、11啊，派2209蚊。四重彩1、3、10、11順序91295蚊。
John, that is a result that will shock you. Ironically, Simon Crisford told us the story of Cape Cross and Intercab before the race, and, well, what would you know?
He's got solid group form. He was second to Kinross in the city of York last year. He's learnt to relax more with age, and if you leave a horse like that alone, he's very dangerous. So we always knew that, you know, he was going to be part of it. I thought he'd finish in the first 4 or 5. I definitely thought that. As it was, they ignored him, and they all got racing on the other side. The filly's run a lovely race. She's come from stall 9 across to 1, rather what she did in the Jacques Marwa last year with Frankie. But quite frank, she's come to make a run, and she's just got tired, and she's blown up, as they call it, having a good blow. She needed it. In her work at home, she's a lot older and wiser, and I'm not going to tell her what to do, so she's been quietly doing what she's happy doing, and she needed this race to bring her on for Ascot, so I'm delighted with her run, but it might not sound like it to other people, but when you train them, and you know, she's carrying a lot of condition, like you and I.
Well, especially me. Tell me, is the Queen Anne the aim at Royal Ascot?
Oh yes, probably would be for him as well, but also we would look, talking to Mr. Thompson, we'd also look at the 1.25 miles with her, because when she won the 1.25 miles, I know it's easy at Santa Anita 1.25 miles, but she galloped out, Frankie couldn't pull her up. So he came back and said, John, I think we've been running over the wrong trip all our time. So we can look at that as well. We'll leave our options open, see how she is over the next week.
Yeah. I believe everything you're saying, but is there any bit of you that gets in the car with Thady later on and just looks at him and says, how the hell did that happen?
No. I thought he was in such good form at home. I thought if they leave him alone, I thought he'd give Big Rock a hell of a race. The idea was that he's there with Big Rock, he softens up Big Rock. That didn't happen. He never really saw Big Rock. He never saw anyone, really. He thoroughly enjoyed himself. He's a grand horse. Mrs. Thompson kindly kept him in training rather than going to Hong Kong in order that he could be a lead horse to Inspiral. So I think he's covered himself in glory. But that's entirely your decision.
And Patricia, thank you for keeping Inspiral in training as well. Not everyone would have done.
Oh, no. Well, it's so rarely one gets a filly like that, so you want to really enjoy it as much as you can. And wait for the next year for the covering.
Also, we need your colours on the flat, not just the jumps as well.
Oh, we don't mind both.
Very well done.
OK, thank you very much. Thanks.
啦，現場係頒獎先，咁啊都講到就係旁觀者清啊，咁啊高士登都提到喺約克市錦標之後咧，隻馬學識咗放鬆，佢提到一點馬學識放鬆係最危險嘅喎，即係俾佢放順咗，越放越有咧，隻馬走得開心啊，咁所以有進步。咁亦都提到旋進軌跡啊，睇下嚟緊即係下個禮拜之後嗰個去向 咁相信一隊都皇家石膏賽期都會見到㗎啦。
可能會唔會跑翻長啲？因為贏2000㗎嘛，旋進軌跡啊，咁你好多選擇，威斯親王錦標都得㗎嘛，即係除咗女王安妮錦標啊。
即係固有嘅睇法就佢都係慣1600啦嚇，咁睇下會唔會而家亦都
5歲嚟嘅又
係啦，再大咗年啦。
但係就女王安妮錦標就好大機會都會嘅。
呢隻就會啦，旁觀者清
清
係啦。
佢個放鬆就喺頭先，即係成場馬個致勝關鍵喺中段嗰度咯，突然間走甩咗。嗰段就冇乜騎嘅，22個幾嘅，睇翻打出嚟係。
佢自己做翻自己㗎喎。
係啊，好犀利！你嗰度走甩咁遠就好難追㗎啦。
其實今日兩場直路都係冇得追嘅，
即係係咯，
顯貴級都係
走下走甩咗就
跑線
就
係
冇機會反先啦後邊。
同埋輕輕都係挨內檔嗰邊好啊。
嗱咁呢場都係直路賽嚟㗎，餘下呢場賽事都係。
出馬就少啲，係。
好啦，波榜完畢第4場啊，跑第1名1號嘅旁觀者清咧，獨贏派218個半，位置派42蚊。第2名3號卓麟谷，位置派17蚊。第3名10號獵巫行動，位置派51蚊。第4名11號嘅旋進軌跡，連贏1搭3派475個半。二重彩1號3號1272蚊，三重彩130派12260蚊，單 T 嘅派2886蚊。位置佢1搭3 127個半，一搭10 516蚊，三搭10 137個半。4連環啦，1號、3號、10號、11號派2209蚊。4重彩咁啊，13、10、11啦，派91,295蚊。孖寶頭關3次關1啊，派1569蚊。安維獎搭3號啊，50蚊。賽事嘅完成時間啦，1分35秒29。
成個完成時間係佢自己做晒嘅喎。
頭馬贏2馬1有4分3馬位，2馬贏3馬6個半馬位。大圖你咪又做唔到我咁啊！
佢先係主力啊，原來係。